What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Flippin' Fridays. Now, I did mention in the last video, if you're keeping up with the series, that the next thing we're going to be doing is framing out the basement walls. Now, we are just doing the exterior walls along back here, and going to be removing this wall and another wall right over here. These walls, well, as you can see, they put the 2x4s the wrong way, and they put the ones on the bottom the wrong way. So the electrical they put just on the outside. Now I guess if you just want like a dividing wall or whatever, it's okay to do this. I still wouldn't have done this in the first place, but this is what they chose to do. So we will have to remove the electrical first before removing the wall, and then once I do this, I'll get right onto framing. As you can see, we have a whole mess of 2x4s and some 2x2s for around the I-beam and the ductwork over there. So let me go get my tool belt on and we'll get right to work and we'll start framing this basement out. Alright, so next thing to do, I just marked the 2x4 16 on center. Now, most people what they're going to want to do is measure it out, go 16 inches, mark it, mark every 16 inches like on the dot. However, you won't actually have it 16 on center. So when you get your first mark, like from the end of the 2x4 all the way down, what I'm doing is I'm going 3/4 inch back from that 16 inch mark, and then marking it, putting an X, and putting the 2x4 just on the other side of that X, and they're all going to line up 16 on center. So I got my framing nailer. I'm not going to be doing it by hand. You can if you want. Alright, so we just nailed up the first wall section. It is just an 8-foot section, but now, if you're going to be framing a lot, I would get myself a framing nailer. I originally did not want to buy one. However, I was at the store, and they had this one discounted. Well, it was like $100 some, and well, I ended up paying only $30 in total after taxes, and buying a part for it because it was missing this spring here, and some jackwagon decided to put the wrong nails in it and jammed it up and thought they broke it. Well, I unjammed it, I put a spring in it, I put the right nails in it, and it works just fine. And this is a $230 framing nailer. It's a pass load, made in USA, and you know what, for being $30, it works just fantastically. Now that we got the wall framed up, let's go put it in and see how it looks. I swear sometimes I think I have it in my eyeballs because this is like exactly plumb. Alright, so I just nailed the top plate in. Now some of you might know what this is, and for the ones that don't, well, it's a ram. This specific one is called a ram set. I got this one because, well, it was like 30 bucks, and you tap it with the hammer. Now, the interesting part is, it takes 22 blanks. Because here's the thing, when you frame a normal wall, sorry if I'm yelling because I actually have headphones on because again, this is like firing, well, a firearm. And I don't want to go deaf. So when you put a normal wall in, you can just nail it to the floor and nail it to the ceiling. Well, I can nail it to the ceiling with normal nails. The floor, seeing as it's concrete, I need something a little stronger. So what you do with this, you open it up, the slide, you drop your 22 blank in, just like that, close it. We're gonna put a nail in and then tap it with the hammer, and it's gonna shoot a nail right into the concrete. So we got our nail, got it all set. Gonna put it right about there. And right in here is where you're gonna tap. Don't be afraid to hold it or hit it too hard. You're gonna wanna kind of keep a hold on it really good. Eject the casing. It's gonna smoke a little. The nail's in. Then you don't have to go too crazy. I'm probably only gonna put 3 nails in this whole 8-foot section, so I'm gonna continue on with it. All right. This wall is officially in and done. Now we can move on and start putting up the rest of the walls. Well, we gotta make them first. All right, everyone, so it is the next day and we're gonna continue framing. As you can see, we stopped here yesterday and now we're gonna continue on this wall. Unfortunately, this wall, because of this pipe right here, I'm gonna free frame the wall. Well, I say free frame, but I'm gonna frame it on the wall. So I'm not gonna build a wall on the ground and then put it up. I am just gonna lay the 2x4s as you see them, nail these into the ground, and then go stick by stick and frame it up on the wall. And fortunately, I gotta do it that way. I mean, I guess I could just cut the board, fit it, and then do the next one, but I wanna do it this way just because it's gonna be a cleaner, to me, cleaner way of doing things instead of piecing a bunch of 2x4s together. So that's how I'm gonna do this wall. I'm gonna set the camera on its stand and let you guys kind of go fast through it, even though I'll be taking my time. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so as you can see, just finished up this wall section here all the way up to this corner, and I'm going to do the rest of it off camera just so I don't bore you guys, and I'll show you at the end once it's all done. Alright, so pretty much got the whole basement all framed out, everything from that corner up to the stairs and all the way around this way, as well to this window and this wall right here with the door frame. I just got a couple things left, like cut out the bottom 2x4 on this door frame right here. I cut that side, but my battery died on that one, and the blade went bad and I didn't have any spares on me. That's what it was. So I didn't have my spares on me yesterday, so that did not get finished cut. Plus I had to put another nail into this 2x4 here because this is technically the end of the wall here, and it was kind of twisting and I didn't want it to twist, so I put another nail into the concrete before I cut that. Everything else is done. The only other things I have left to do really is around the stairs. I have to frame because this is a double walled frame here and they go right over the stairs. So I just gotta put some 2x4s in like you see here. Got a couple more left here to do. Gotta do this side to close off this side, so when I drywall it, this whole section gets drywalled off. As you can see, I got this corner here. Got the soffit, not really a soffit, but got it boxed around the I-beam here. That window's done. Same thing here. Now with this section here, what I end up doing, as you can tell, the ceiling, I ran this wall short. However, as you can see, okay, my head hits here, but I'm 6'3", so anybody else that's gonna be taller than me, well, you're not gonna be hanging out under here. But main reason why I ran it all the way to the wall, I would have to try and box around the copper piping here, and then I would only have like, I don't know, what is that, 6 inches of space to run the wall up. So I didn't really think it was necessary. I just ran the ceiling all the way that way. It's about 6 feet, give or take an inch or so. But the rest of the basement is plenty tall. And here I did this wall, same thing, just ceiling to here, up around the ductwork, and then ran the wall to the end of the stairs. This way when you come down the stairs you can immediately make a left and go this way. But the framing is done. Like I said, I just have a couple little things like here on the stairs. That 2x4 needs to still get cut out. I need to add some 2x4 here just for screwing flanges for the drywall, but I can do that later. Next thing, the electrician, he's gonna be coming in, running all the outlets and switches, I think, and can lighting, because I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but we are going to be putting can lighting. I think we're doing 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I think we're doing 8. So 6 down this row and then 2 over there. I just tripped on the 2x2s. Well, I'm going to return most of those. And plus, we got rid of all those 2x4s that were stacked here. Okay, we didn't get rid of them, but they're all up, hanging on the wall now. So, like I said, next thing, electrician is gonna come in, do his thing. Once he's done with that, I can go ahead and put all the insulation in. Now, the insulation only has to be on the exterior walls. So where the concrete is, that's where the insulation has to go. Ooh, I forgot to mention with this window here. So with this window right here, because if I had the ceiling going like this, it would have hit the window. Well, I put some 2x2s and a 2x4 up here, angling upward. So I am gonna drywall it to do this and then come up and sit right here. So there'll be a piece of drywall right here, and then this angled, and then flat pieces right here and right here. So this way that window is still framed out and you can still look inside of it or get to it and open it, and the ceiling's not like boop right there to it. Because I have seen in some houses that were finished and rehabbed, I noticed there was a window on one side and I couldn't open it because the latch and the other half of the window was behind a wall that they put there. And when you went outside and looked in, you would see into the basement through this pane and through this pane, you looked at the back of a wall. So made sure that that window is still going to be functional and you'll get light. And who knows, the drywall might like reflect the light down, I don't know. But this way it's just really, I mean, if you wanted to, you could put a couch here or like put a TV. Well, you probably could put a TV there if you wanted to. And then put a couch over here and have this like, we'll talk about that when the basement gets finished. For now though, I'm gonna let you guys go. Sorry if this was a very lengthy video, but otherwise, all the framing's done. Electrician's gonna come in, do his thing, and then I gotta do installation. Once the installation is done, call for inspection, get that scheduled, get them to approve it, and once it's approved, drywall everything. So next will be installation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. But if you didn't and you give it a dislike, let me know down below what I can improve on for next videos. And as always guys, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys later. Bye. So here I am sweeping my piles, cleaning up to make sure it's nice and clean for the electrician. And plus it's always good to have a clean workspace. I'm laughing to myself because, I don't know if you can see, but there's casings, just like a whole bunch of them. Because when I eject them, I just eject them and then sweep them up later. So it's like a gun range in here.